This video is going to show you how to do a histogram in Microsoft Excel. So let's take a look at our data, which is organized in such a way that each line of the data set is an individual. So the first line is Andrew, and he received a 62 in statistics. He's a male who is white and his age is 18. And each line is an individual. And when you have data organized like this, it's not super ideal for making a histogram. So you need to transform your data in a way that is easy to create a histogram in Microsoft Excel. I've gone ahead and done that for you. And if we click on the histogram sheet, what I've done is I've listed all of the ages that show up in our data set. So the individuals in this data set range from age 18 through 25. And there are 5 people who are 18. There are 10 people who are 19. There are 7 people who are 20, 5 people who are 21, 4 people who are 22, 1 person is 24, and 1 person is 25. And so what we have is a table that makes it easy for us to create a histogram. So the first thing you're going to want to do is select your data. So we're going to start by highlighting this 5 and then all the way down to that 1. And we're going to go to the Insert menu and we're going to look at recommended charts. And depending on the version of Microsoft Excel that you're using, you may have a histogram option or you may not. So if you scroll down, you can take a look and see if there's a histogram. You can go to all charts and you can see, okay, does a histogram exist? So on mine, there is a histogram, but it looks like it's not going to be super intuitive to use. Let me see. So this is what the histogram option produces. This is actually pretty difficult to work with. You have to go through and change a lot of the things. So I've actually found over the years that using the bar chart option and adjusting it is a little bit better. So I go to Insert and the bar chart. We're going to do that. And you can see that we have basically what looks like a bar chart, but we want it to be a histogram. So we're going to adjust our bars when formatting it to make it look like a histogram. So first things first, let's give it a nice title. So figure 3, and we can even indicate that this is a histogram. All right, so it's kind of a lengthy title. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to assign your numbers at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the actual values that are associated with each bar. So the 1 should actually be 18 since that's age, and it's age 18, and the second one is age 19, and so on. So you go ahead and click on those numbers, go to select data, you're going to edit your horizontal category axis, and you're going to click on that top one and go all the way to the bottom, and you can see it's been fixed in your table. Now we need to have axis labels here for our y-axis and our x-axis. And so if you go to the quick layout options, you can go and let's see. We want to add axis titles, so let's do that one. Another thing you can do if you don't like any of those formats is you can go to add a chart element and you can just add one of the axis titles. So the primary horizontal or the primary vertical. You can do either of those. You can do chart title, data labels, data table, etc. So you can do whatever you need to do there. Now we don't need this legend piece because it's all age and that's indicated. So here, let's put that it's a frequency because it's not a percentage, it's a frequency. And then here, we will put age correspondence. Okay. All right, so now we have a title. We have axis labels for our y-axis and our x-axis. And in order to make it look like a true histogram, we can do one more thing. And that is to click on the bars to move them closer together so they're adjacent, making it like a true histogram. So if you click on the first bar, you'll see that all of them are highlighted because all of them have the blue circles in the four corners. And so if all of the bars are selected and not just one, then you're going to format this by right-clicking and choosing Format Data Series. So right-click and then go to Format Data Series. And some options are going to appear on the right-hand side of your screen. And so there's an option called Gap Width, and right here it's 150%, and you can slide this back and forth, but we're going to slide it all the way down to 0%. And this is going to place the bars adjacent to one another. Okay, so if you wanted them to be really spread out, you might do something like that. Makes them narrow. But we're going to make it look like a true histogram. All right, and so you can close that out, and you have a nice histogram, which you are free to format. You can change the color, you can change the design, you can do whatever you want to do to make it pretty. Let's make this one orange. Okay. All right, that's how you do a histogram.